He always looks like he's having fun, does Rick? Now, the Haka, it symbolises passion and pride. Undoubtedly, it's got the wow factor, but is it a winning factor? Wellington man Malcolm McKee reckons it is, and he says he's got the stats to prove it. But which one? The traditional kamate or the fierce Kapa or pango? He showed Shalene Hearn the numbers.
Can you imagine standing on the other side of this?
Kapa or pango, feared, ferocious.
I work with a couple of boys from Ngāti Porou, and they tell me that they look beyond the haka. They actually look into the backs of the All Blacks' eyes.
Kamate.
Well, kamate for me is the traditional haka.
Kamate or kapa or pango, which one has more strike power? Which has led to more All Black triumphs?
Over the years, when we've pulled out that haka for the big games, I've often wondered, maybe there is an effect here. So a couple of weeks ago, talking to a few friends at work, I suddenly thought to myself, well, we've probably got enough data out there now to give it a crack.
Meet Malcolm McKee, Wellington public servant by day, by night an armchair statistician. Over the last few weeks, he's watched every All Blacks test since the inception of Kapa or pango back in 2005. He's crunched the numbers and believes one haka is mightier than the other.
When we have used it, an 89% win rate. We use Kapa or pango 30% of the time, and as I suspected, we do use it more often for opponents that we perceive as more difficult.
The South Africans especially seem to crumble under its spell.
When we haven't used it against South Africa, we've had a win rate of about 55%. When we do use it, that goes to about 83%.
So what do the stats tell us? Well, for one, we tend to pull out Kapa or pango against our tougher foes, and we usually win when it's performed. And we mostly use kamate against minnow and Six Nation teams. But what about against the French? Well, ponder this.
We've never lost a game having performed Kapa or pango against the Six Nation side. And in fact, we've only lost 2 games against Six Nation sides since we've introduced it. And both of those were against France. Of course, once was the big game in the 2007 quarter-final in Cardiff. And it did make me wonder, had we pulled it out that day, perhaps the result would have been different.
So the stats don't lie. No surprises then about which haka Malcolm thinks should be used on Sunday night. The only thing is, nothing's ever certain with the French.
Shalene Hearn there with Malcolm. Some good news after our story last night on Concealed revealed. That, of course, was the Facebook page where teens have been shamed and defamed by other anonymous young people. The page was deleted within hours of our story going to air. Good result. If you come across a page like this, report it to Facebook and get in touch with NetSafe. Tomorrow kicks off a huge weekend of rugby. We'll be live from Eden Park. But for now, though, that is New Zealand. Close up.